I literally was just saying, "Oh my god, please no." I don't share your screen with your audience. No, I'm not gonna share the screen with the audience right now. What's going on? I Yes, I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, I just am launching, I guess that's the word to say, this channel that I created, yes, over 15 years ago, and I'm launching it today, my first live. I was just going through what's required, and it put that the channels for children, and I wanted to indicate that, yes, I've been in the position where I've had to, yes, ask my son or other children in the house or older people, yes, because the content is explicit or inappropriate, to leave the room because I'm watching something and I don't realize that the people are going to use curse words or yes, or be explicit about something, yes, sexual or something. And I wanted to just make it known that this channel, yes, my intention for this channel is not to ever put anything up here, yes, live stream anything that would be, yes, excuse me, detrimental to, yes, to have on with children in the room. And actually is not to say educational, they make you categorize yourself. Educational, like educational from books. Yes, you can see how many books I have on my bookshelf. Yes, but more life, like experiential lessons learned. Like I said, if you look at my description of the channel that I tried to create, it's to make you feel at home. Right now, I live on a 16-acre ranch, as close to off the grid as possible as you can in California and Los Angeles County. That's why it's even more complicated in LA. Yes, I'm in an unincorporated part of LA. We just were affected by the fires. Yes, I um, am a former international, like, corporate executive. Yes, for the world's largest architectural and design firm. But I know now that that means nothing. Yes, I was working billable to the 15 minutes and working 80 and 100 hours a week for a paycheck, which I, yes, by the grace of God, yes. And I got baptized just 2 weeks ago, the weekend before Mother's Day. I don't work for what I call the evil empire anymore. Yes, I am radiantly healthy now, but I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Yes, the same as my mom was when I was 13 and she was 36. I was, diagnosed with breast cancer when my son was 13. Yes, and I was 43, and it changed my life for the better. And ever since then, I can get emotional. Yes, I have no lights. I have no makeup. Yes, I want you to know I'll pretty much never wear makeup. I want this to be inspirational and real. I intend to, yes, my goal is to be the human in the loop at all times for people. You're not going to use AI or anything. Yes. And so I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had to, yes, quit my job. Yes, because I couldn't do the work anymore. Yes, I had to take a leave and then eventually quit. And um, I had a partial mastectomy on my left side, which is, I didn't know until after, all this stuff, but which is your feminine side. Like when you get married, the women stay on the left and the men stay on the right, right? So this is your feminine side of your body, and this is the masculine side of your body. So I had been in my masculine side of my body for like so many years, since I was 22 years old, basically, yes, building buildings around the world, yes, managing teams of men and everything. So I had to be in my masculine side, yes, and yeah, and yes, and then God, yes, my body felt the disease. And God said, that's not the way you're supposed to be living your life. And disease is a gift. Like I was going to say, it was like after I had my mastectomy, it was like a cork being popped out of a champagne bottle. Yes. And instances of synchronicities started accelerating exponentially. And miracles, yes, I recognized, because I was finally still, instead of rushing to get dressed in the morning and get my son to school and make sure everything was good at the house before I left so I could come home and think straight and function to get dinner ready and get Cruz, my son, his homework done and get him dinner and get him to bed and then get my stuff ready for the next day. And all day after I leave the house being in a car, high heels, right? And a car with wheels on it, right? Going into a parking structure underground or up in an elevator, yeah, in the high rise building to a cubicle or an office where you have no access to natural light. You're not getting any D3, vitamin D3, which is so important for your health. And you're not breathing any fresh air, like it's all inoperable windows and artificial lighting. Yes. And you're in a stall like cattle. Yes. Or in an airplane. Yes. Flying to another state in the United States because I work domestically and internet as well as internationally, or to another country. Yes. And you're not grounded at all. And you're leaving your, yes, your child, yes, your husband and your child, yes, without you to be there to care for them. And at the time, I was working so hard. I was working to afford a nanny and a maid and a gardener and an assistant and accountant, and I had a husband and a son. But my husband was working just as hard as I was, and it was like two ships passing in the night. That's what the system set up for, right? So yes, I have learned a lot. Yes, one of the main side effects of my diagnosis and my surgery and my subsequent 40 radiation treatments. And if anyone's interested, I can get into how I decided what care I wanted, because it's very important that we take responsibility for our own health. That's part of what I really want to share here. And we make our own medical decisions. We look at all the options and make sure we get second opinions. Yes, it's like people look into the Google and Yelp reviews and search for the best restaurant to go out to or something, but they don't do that and get second opinions and really search and investigate and research when they are sick or get a diagnosis for something. And so, yeah. So one of the main side effects I'm remembering, of the 40 radiation treatments, it was going to be 41, but they reduced it to 40, is short-term memory loss. Believe it or not, I didn't know that that was going to happen. There's a little loss of strength in this arm. Yes, because they had to take some lymph nodes, which is so important that we never learn about lymphatic massage. Now I do every morning. So I'm here to share that as well. Yes. And so because of that, I've always never had a problem remembering people's faces and names, and can remember people's phone numbers from high school and clients' budgets from, yes, years ago. And all of a sudden, after the surgery, I couldn't do that anymore. I couldn't run 10 projects minimum all over the country and the world, some worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and schedule out. Yes, I can help with time management. I used to schedule out hundreds of people, like mostly, and yes, on construction schedules for sometimes out for 5 and 10 years, to work on projects. And yes, one of my specialties is strategic planning. Yes. And due diligence, like thinking through things before you do it. Like, yes, like a big Fortune 100 company renting a space, investing in a space, right? Because they're committing to a lease. It's not just a lease like a mortgage on a house or a lease for a rental. It's a lease for millions and if not billions of dollars for the duration of the lease. So I was involved with those things. So I started thinking like, yes, once my life was turned upside down, yes. And I started learning about preparedness, because even a disease or a car accident or a virus or a fire, like just what happened here, we lost 25 homes and one of our residents to the Pacific Palisades fire. Those are all disasters. Everyone used to laugh at me when I had a booth at the Topanga community. Yes, that's where I live, in the mountain. Topanga Community Center at the farmers market for 3 years. And for 3 years, I didn't go to a grocery store. That's when I started, out of need, I started practicing permaculture, learning about permaculture, because I had just gotten divorced and paid my son's dad a lot of money, which he deserved, to buy back our house. He deserved half the money for the value of the house. So my son, yes, and I wouldn't have to. Yes, we were breaking up our family. Yes, I can talk about divorce and separation. I, yes, worked with an expert for over 13 months every week with my son to find out about it, because I didn't come from a family of divorce. Yes, on either side. And I just knew intuitively that it was going to be devastating for my son, that his mom and dad were going to be separated. I could cry right now. And that he wouldn't have his bedroom anymore, and we would have to move into what? A condo or something. Like, where were we going to move that would be better than our home? So I fought to do mediation instead of go to court, which is a very easy process to go through mediation. And every lawyer I went to see, it was very educational or informative. Was like, oh, yeah, if you work with me, you're a wife and you have a child and you've been married more than 10 or 13 years, whatever that cutoff is for 50-50. And if you work with me, there's no way you're going to be able to save your house if you go to court because it's going to cost you like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Oh my God, you own a house, you have assets too. Yeah, that's even going to cost you more. So we went through mediation and it would have been $5,000, but instead my son's dad walked out on one of the sessions and it cost us $7,000. But yes, and I custom wrote a divorce agreement. So my son wasn't handed over like a drug deal. Yes, from one house to the other house. I found a house for he and his dad nearby, 3 blocks away. So we could still parent. We don't even co-parent, we parent. Yes. But anyway, yes, there's always a solution for everything. Yes, that's what design is. Just so you know, I'm an architectural interior designer by trade. And design means, if you look it up in the Webster Dictionary, it means problem solving. That's basically what design is. It's problem solving. And I used to tell my clients all the time that there's no such thing as a problem. There's only issues and opportunities and challenges and solutions. So I'm basically, yes, here offering my services. I'm also a somatic healer. I do trauma release work. Yes, I'm a Jill of all trades. Yes, I'm here to offer my services. Yes, as a consultant. Yes, in exchange for the energy, I'm hopefully going to monetize this channel to help people. When I first moved to California, I was all by myself coming from New York City. Yes, my parents are from the Bronx. I was born in Manhattan. Yes, Rican. Yeah, my mom's a Rican. And so I guess I would be too for a minute. And then, when I came here, I was all by myself. All my family was back home. Long story short, I didn't have anyone to depend on. And there was this amazing woman on the radio, because radio was popular back then. And when you live in California, you're always in your car and stuff. And her name was Dr. Laura Schlesinger, and she was like a family counselor. Yes. And she was so helpful to me. Like, I would listen to her religiously. And then there was another guy, and I don't know what happened to him. And his name was, it was like Ask Mr. KFI. And you just call in and ask him anything. And it was so interesting, and it was so insightful, and it was so helpful to so many. He was so helpful to so many people. And there was even a Jesus Christ show that used to be on. And the guy, I I used to think it was Mr. KFI undercover as the Jesus Christ guy, but the guy would answer as if he was Jesus Christ, like quoting the Bible and stuff. And I recently got baptized and I'm taking Bible studies. So I'm happy to discuss anything, yes, with anyone, yes, beneficial. And we're not going to talk, yes, about divisive things. I don't want to talk about, I know enough. Yes, if you want to ask me about something you suspect that's going on that most people say is a conspiracy theory, I'd be happy to set you straight on it. But I'm not here to discuss, yes, conspiracy theories or like big news trials, and like, I don't want to get involved in any of that. I just want to help people thrive and, yes, do well, fully engage and do well in life, and leave their past behind and resolve any issues they have. Like I said, issues and opportunities. Yes, resolve the issues and look for the opportunities. Yes, like Tony Robbins said, like, find the message in your mess, and yes, and help you strategically plan how to move forward. And yes, and share things. Like this morning, I've been studying all about, I had, well, COVID 3 times. And then recently, from blowing leaves, because I live off the grid, from blowing leaves off of my glamping site. I host camping and glamping. It's like that movie, I Own a Zoo, or whatever, with Matt Damon. I own campsites because of COVID now. And that's my reality, and glamping site, and the short-term rental that I'm in right now that I'm, yes, renovating. And yes, so I can give you design tips and construction tips, all that stuff. Yes, whatever you like. And yeah, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I lost myself because I'm pretty nervous. And yes, but I'm pretty nervous, and I can't even think back now right now. But I'm super excited because I really want to help people. That's all I want to do, is help people with the channel. And yes, we have, yes, dogs. That's Luna. Like, yes, when you come to the channel, you're at home. She's asleep in the back bedroom. She's a 20-year-old Shiba Inu, the oldest dog breed on earth. She's from 300 AD, and the oldest, they're like the Shiba Inus are the oldest living dogs on earth. The oldest Shiba Inu lived till, I think it was a male, and he lived till 26 years old. Yes. And then we have Robin, our immortal rooster, because our chickens got eaten. So I'll be happy to share. I'll be sharing about chickens too. He's amazing. He's so handsome, and he's named after Robin Hood from the Disney cartoon Robin Hood. Yes. And yes, I want to help. Oh, that's the alarm. I have to get ready for work. I have to eat my one meal, OMAD. Yes, one meal a day. Yes, that I pretty much eat now. And yes, go to work tonight because I have a part-time job I took to help somebody who's all the businesses are suffering where I live because of the fires. There were burn scar areas, and then we had torrential downpours, and the road has been washed out. Yes, since January 7th, it was closed for the fires. And since pretty much when we got back, the end of January, like the 23rd through the 1st of February, the rains came, and the road from here to the ocean's been washed out. Half of Highway 27. And all of our businesses, including my camping, are suffering. So I volunteered to help a mentor of mine in town who just turned 86. She owns a very famous restaurant called the Inn of the Seventh Ray, which is very beautiful. I encourage everyone to come visit. And I have to go get ready for work. But I just want to welcome you to my channel. Yes, this is the rustic treetop trailer, which is, yes, our short-term rental that I'm getting ready to list again. And yes, I guess welcome to my life. Welcome home. Okay. Looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you and sending lots of love. Okay, ciao for now. I think this is it, the button to end my first live stream. Welcome.